Hello adventurers, and welcome to our D&D live play. Thanks for joining us as we explore Eberron's lands and seas in Lost Horizons, the Seas of Redemption campaign. Now, let's see what our crew is up to today. It is the morning of the second day of your journey, and it's bright, clear sky. You're couple hundred, like 100 or so miles from Sharn at this point, so you could still kind of see the city and the cliffside if you turned around, because it's pretty massive. So you're not so far out to sea yet that you've left the shoreline's visual. But last night was pretty smooth sailing. Who's messaging me? Okay. I could hear that. Sorry.
Please make sure you are in streaming mode.
Yeah, I am. But it says, but I still heard those two notifications.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay, anyways. So previous night of sailing was pretty smooth. Do any of your characters have an affinity to seasickness? I know one of you for sure does not, but...
Bruh.
You know what?
I should roll it be the turtle.
Yeah.
Evens or odds, gents?
I'm gonna go with odds.
All right. Look, I got a nat 20, so I don't.
Good. Chat. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so no need to roll any constitution checks then. So you all, anyone who slept pretty soundly. Probably did some exploration of the ship, but we could go through that as well. It's early morning. The crew that's used to being the crew has been awake for a little bit and is just hit the ground running. They really don't have much to do in terms of like hoisting and rigging and such, because fair weather and your navigator has most of that well in hand. Archie, what do they see or notice if they perceive you driving the boat for too long? Well, not too long, but any amount of time.
Could you please elaborate on that question?
Like, how are you guiding the elemental and the winds to drive?
The winds are almost a subconscious thing for Archie. With that being said, no matter how choppy the water gets within view, the water and the wind around the boat seem to remain steady. He often does take breaks to reach up and touch the strand of water crossing behind him, just to communicate and check in with the elemental and make sure everything's going okay. But he almost appears entranced driving the boat, like he's not really focused and not really like cognizant, but all at the same time hyper focused on it.
Nice. Let's see. Are any of you, would you say you're on the top deck? Do you all want to be on the top deck right now?
Go ahead, Sonny.
I am where I should be, on the crow's nest. Keeping an eye out on the sea, making sure we're not getting flanked or taken over by pirates.
Perfect. So, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Turtle.
Nothing gets past these eyes.
Nice. So as I said, you're still not that far out from the shoreline, but ahead are clear skies and clear waters. They're pretty calm. Nothing too choppy on the horizon. Just a really great day. Birds flying, a few clouds dot the skies, but overall it's a brisk 70 degrees and wonderful. Really,
God, I wish.
really sunny though. So
70 degrees American or 70 degrees wrong?
American.
Outstanding.
We live in America. So yeah, still be wary of sunburn though. Zeth, I'd imagine you'd be preparing breakfast in the kitchen with Basil.
Yes. From all the research I could find, meal preparation on a ship is a 24/7 job. You have very little downtime.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like the cook to know that Aegis is gluten free.
Ha ha ha. I see you. Basil definitely takes note of his new potential friend.
I don't think they've actually met Basil yet. If you want to introduce them to that character, I don't think they were there during our one shot.
No,
Was that after?
yeah, it was after yours. So,
Okay, yeah.
would you like to relay your message to the chef?
Sure.
Okay, so you make your way down to the second deck, where the mess hall and the kitchens are, and in the back you find, well, most of the people you don't know. You've only been here a day, so you walk by a lot of people. It's a pretty decent sized crew. The ship is galleon, so it takes like over 50 people to run this ship. But all the way at the back,
Oh, is it at the back of the ship?
yeah,
Was Zeth like the head cook, or I forget what everybody's role was on the ship.
you're about to find out.
Oh, no.
So currently whisking up an egg, well, several eggs in a giant bowl with a like arm attachment. Whisk is a Warforge a Warforge that's he's a little bit shorter than you are and on the thinner side. Just has a full like chef's apron with a chef's hat on, like warm yellow eyes, and
Do you have the?
oh yeah, his facial structure is almost like he's smiling, which Warforged can't really do. But let me pull up his picture, and then Zeth, if you would describe your character while I do that.
Yeah. So as you walk into the kitchen, you see the big guy, like stirring up the eggs, going from station to station, and you see like ducking underneath him almost in this really cool harmony that they've got going so far. A tall-ish half elf with long white hair. He's got it kind of pulled more in like a ponytail in the back right now. He's wearing like this yellow kimono with a red sash. He had a blue cloak on earlier, but in the kitchen he doesn't really need that. So he's currently helping out, probably like chopping up bacon bits or something like that. And he's got a knife, and he's doing the very. If you've been to a hibachi restaurant and you've seen them prepare food, how they like their knife skills. It's currently how he's preparing the bacon after it's cooked. I mean, like just chopping it up, making little bacon bits. Just
Kung fu with cooking.
exactly.
So we have the master chef over here. I'm more intrigued by this Warforged with this arm attachment. I mean, it sounds like you guys are pretty close. That's just a cool little thing that you got going on there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Zeth sees it. Chef, I think this is for you. How are those eggs coming? I can finish those up.
Are you just quiet? This is like a little just.
Oh yeah,
I guess.
I am not the master chef. I am the assistant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And so,
right.
Gotcha.
Yes. I am noticeably without a chef's hat. I think we need to reboot our chef. Oh, there we go. Yay!
Okay.
Good job, Derek.
Sorry. I was really focused on those eggs. How may I be of service?
That's okay. That's what I was waiting for. I was confused for a second. I'm like, wait a second. Am I supposed to be the voice for the chef? Anyway, side note. Okay.
Well, don't just stand there. I don't have all day. People to feed and all.
I really like this arm contraption that you have here.
Oh, well, thank
Where'd
you.
you get that from?
I made it myself. With the help of
That
the
sounds
captain.
unpleasant.
Why would making something be unpleasant?
So anyway, I just trying to turn to Zeth, or just confused by this other guy. Be like, how'd you get on board this ship?
Oh, well, it's. Well, I was gonna say it's a long story. It's really not. I've arranged passage to Zendrick, by bartering my skills. I got on last minute. Yeah, the ship was leaving, and I managed to jump on board just in the nick of time. If you heard some ruckus above deck, that was probably me. I'm sorry if I disturbed you.
Oh, no worries. You could make it up to me with some of that bacon that you have there.
Oh, sure. He's going to find a bowl and dump some of the bits into it. Just the bacon or anything else?
Do you plan
Just
on
bacon's
feeding
fine.
that to someone else?
As soon as you hand me the bowl, Aegis just pops a couple into his mouth, and he's like, I wish I could actually taste. It's kind of sad, actually. Anyway, it was nice meeting you.
Oh, nice meeting you. Please don't eat the bowl. We need that back. Oh, no. I'll work on some more bacon and find us a new bowl, chef. I apologize. And he's going to give him a brief bow and go back to making more bacon.
Please do,
A
son.
lost opportunity. I should have just dumped out the bacon and ate the bowl. That'd have been hilarious.
For future reference, us Warforged cannot eat food.
Oh, we can eat food. We just can't digest food.
We have no actual reason to eat food.
It goes
So-
in, but it doesn't come out.
Yeah, where does it go? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, there's like a little storage compartment that anything that goes through our mouth goes and is then filtered through. And anything that we cannot use gets compacted.
So, Mr. Warforged head chef, what did you say your name was again?
The name's Basil.
Basil. All right, you have an egg beater for an arm. I kind of think you should have like an internal stove or oven. That would be pretty sweet.
It would, but it would only make small meals, as I am not that large. So I leave it to the big oven to do all the hard work.
Yeah.
Also, that was impossible to do in Hero Forge.
We'll Photoshop it in. It's okay.
Rest assured, I do have some hidden compartments for such things. Anyways, off with you. We have much work to do.
Seth just over here awkwardly chopping up more bacon bits.
And Aegis would just kind of go on his way, go back upstairs.
Okay. Zeth, before we move on, do you have anything?
Nope. Thank you, though.
All right. He just says, Get back to work, boy. Fix up that bacon.
Yes, sir.
Can't have hungry sailors. So, back on the top deck. Let's see. That should stay there. There it is. Okay, it's saved. Cool. Back up top. Oh wait, wrong page. Anyone that is up there will hear Alara giving orders to the crewmen. Looking good, lads. Just make sure those ropes are nice and tight. Ain't got much trouble today, but if you slack off, ain't gonna be good for you. How we doing, Archie?
So far, so good. It looks like we'll have a beautiful day of sailing ahead of us. And the
Wonderful.
ship's taking well.
We are finally at capacity for crew, so this voyage should be much easier than the last, I'd say.
I suppose it doesn't really matter how many folks we have, seeing as between you, myself, and the cook, half the jobs on the ship seem to get done, but that's a complaint for another time.
Well, now, you can complain to me anytime. It's fine.
Okay. He's just like staring longingly at the horizon.
We picked up quite a few stragglers this time around. And don't know how much help they'll be, though. Some seemed like they were pretty used to land, I'd say.
Well, as long as they don't hurt my boat, I think we'll all get along just fine. And let's be honest, half the crew we get are useless anyways. That's why we cycle through them so often.
Dang.
It's hard to find a good deckhand nowadays.
True. Very true. Pretty sure it's the bosun's job to get them, but end up doing it every time. Usually,
Yeah,
'cause
well, that sounds about right.
crop he brings in is always less than stellar.
But they are cheap, and I suppose cheap labor is good labor.
True.
At the mentioning of hurting the boat, Zeth does that anime thing where he just like a shiver goes up his spine.
Is Zeth on the deck at the moment?
He is currently down with the
No, he's still in the kitchen.
cook.
Okay, just let me know when he comes up on the deck.
She'll call up to you, Sonny. Hey, Turtle. How we doing up there?
I slowly look over my little crow's nest, and I take a quick glance out, and I'm like, Miss Lara, everything's looking good.
Wonderful. Let's keep it that way. So
I'll let you know of any changes.
Please do. Okay, anyone else on deck?
I think I am.
At this point, I'd be wherever Xandros is.
Xandros is in his paid-for room, contemplating how he went from one of the finest palaces in all the realms onto a dirty boat within a day.
Okay, we'll get to Xandros in a minute. Let's see. I don't know that everyone's described themselves for each other, technically. So, as she approaches John, what... go ahead and describe your character for us.
Okay. I am a tiefling wearing a kind of like a frock coat. He has like a tricorn hat. He has a mechanical peg leg and kind of a mechanical crutch where his arm kind of fits into. He has these big horns that come out of his hat and a little bit of jewelry here and there, like a ring, little dangly stuff on his ear, and a little swishy tail behind his cape. Yeah, that's it, I think.
Awesome. Hi, there's the quartermaster. Are you excited to start your first journey with us?
Oh, I've sailed a many fine ship, but this one seems to be one of my favorites so far. Quite a beautiful day, if I might add.
Yes, it's a wonderful day, and you're quite a man. Oh, you have quite a way with words in the flattery department, sir.
Well, you... He blushes a little bit. You flatter me so much, ma'am, but if I have to say, compared to a beautiful day like this, it's nothing compared to what you look like.
Flattery will get you somewhere, maybe. We'll see. But I won't be going easy on you. How are those records coming?
Oh, they're perfect. Everything is in its perfect place. Not a single rope or man out of his place.
Wonderful. What is that doing there, then? Just points to, like, a speck of something.
Oh, well, I was distracted by the wonderful aroma coming from downstairs, and I decided to take in the air before I got to that little spot. I beg your pardon.
Make sure you see to it.
Yes, ma'am.
And, make sure the gunners clean out the cannons. I'm sure it wasn't too long ago, but you can never be too careful.
I don't blame you, ma'am. I'll get right on it.
Wonderful.
Turns around and screams at a guy to come do it.
This random, like, halfling just, like, looks at you like, what?
Jerry, I told you to clean this out 3 days ago.
What? No, you didn't.
I'm telling you now.
All right, fine. Um, uh, Making our way down to the cabin level, which would be the first deck below main deck. In a room, we'll find Xandros and Aegis and the professor as well. Well, this is I realize this is quite a bit different from the palaces you're used to.
Yes, the quarters are as expected.
Yes, well, they are quite a bit better than most every other boat that was on those terrible docks. And I happen to know the first mate. She's quite a long-time acquaintance of mine and is rather a decent person, so I'm sure
Yes,
we are in
compared to
in
the
good
other
hands.
floating planks. Compared to the other floating planks in that harbor, this vessel does seem quite decent.
Mhm. Oh, let me add her in real quick. I forgot to do that part. Do-do-do.
By the way, Derek, you can change the title from
Yep.
Mysterious Note to the character's name.
I saw that. I was just in a hurry last time.
Oh, you're good. Just letting you know that is a thing that can be done.
You're in there too, Aegis? Mikey?
Yep.
Okay, you're in the room with them?
Yep.
Okay,
I totally just zoned out.
that's okay. All good, all good. Well, we must discuss our plan for this artifact. Are we to keep it a secret, as I think we should?
Yes, keeping it quiet would probably be the best move. It is likely that our pursuers did not give up, and there may be one on the ship.
That's a fair point. Could also be one trailing behind us. But seeming as it's a pretty clear day, I don't think they'll catch the jump on us anytime soon. Do you have any ideas there, Mr. Aegis?
Not really. I went down to the cook's quarters earlier, to the kitchen area, and that Zeth guy was a bit suspicious, so we may want to keep an eye on him. But I definitely don't think we can trust anybody on this boat.
That is good information.
Not with the full backstory, anyway. Yes, I think it's
During
best.
your rounds. During your rounds, did anyone come aboard the last minute?
Was that directed towards me or towards?
Yes, towards you.
Oh. I know that again, Zeth kind of came on last minute too, so again, pretty suspicious.
I see. Our suspect.
I could take care of him if you want.
Just keep an eye.
Not
I do not want that hastily.
not without any proof.
Zeth feels another chill run up his spine
The last
and
thing
looks toward a window and sees, like, is there a draft in here?
the last thing we need is for there to be a mysterious death or something. It's not quite. Not the best look.
He's got a Warforged friend though. It's pretty cool.
And you said he was in the cook's quarters?
Yep. He is the cook's assistant. Or assistant to the regional cook.
And who's the cook?
His name is Basil. He's a warforged. Pretty cool guy. Has an egg beater for an arm.
How pleasant.
Specks of Sean. I've never heard of such a thing. Warforged being cook. Shall just have to see. I'll reserve judgment for after breakfast. Anyway, Zendros, I think we could go over some more of the texts about the artifact and see what else we can find.
Yes, we must find a clue as to where we must go.
Oh, random side question. Is there, this just randomly occurred to me, but something that we could do, is there any way I could check to see if the bacon that Zeth gave me is like poisonous or anything, or if there's anything weird about it?
You did put it in your mouth?
I would assume I still have it on my person, so I could.
Sure, you can try. See a character sheet. I'll tell you what kind of check I want you to do.
Hey, Derek, can I make a performance check?
For
Archie will be right back.
what?
To see how well I did on the bacon?
Oh, on the bacon? Was it the one you made, or what? I guess you would have been making
what I
it
was
both
currently-
times. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
And then I guess a medicine check, Mikey.
Oh, that's not going to be good, but let's do it.
Or investigation.
Oh, medicine's better, so we'll do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with either of those.
Yeah, that is only a 10.
Okay. Well, and what'd you get?
It's a 16.
16
16 on my performance.
Okay. And how are you trying to test this?
Ooh, that is a good question. I don't really think I even have the means to properly test it, if I'm being honest. So I guess I really don't have a good way to do it. Maybe just inspect it to see if it looks at all funny or if there's anything off about it as opposed to being normal food. You know, again, being Warforged and being so well versed in what food should be.
I would ask, do you have access to the spell detect? I think it's literally called detect poison.
I don't. I have purify food and drink, but not detect poison.
That is the one I was. That is the spell I was thinking of. I apologize.
Right. That's. I was thinking about it, but I'm like, I don't know how I could work that into that. You know.
In the original lore, the originals are not the original lore. In our previous campaign, the Soulforged, which was the original design, canonically could taste and detect poisons. I don't know how much of that would have been carried into the Warforged, though. That would be up to Derek.
Oh. Well, yeah, detecting poisons is not bad. So we made that a part of just like the base race function?
I am not so.
It was.
I still am technically Warforged.
Yeah,
so.
but they based
The only
them
ones
off
that have been seen to have done it were the ones that were guarding the king. So I don't know if that would have technically been
a
like the
special
detect
upgrade.
poison. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that would honestly be your call. I like the idea that Warforged can't taste. If you want to give them the ability to detect poison, but that would also go into taste or something. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll just we'll leave it as is. And then
It doesn't appear to be poisonous. There
Yeah.
you go.
exactly exactly what I was going to say.
Right.
From what you can tell, it is normal bacon. It is not burnt and looks pretty decent.
then I guess Aegis and his good bodyguard instincts would offer some to Xandros and the professor.
I mean, that's the way to
Just
detect
pull
poison.
Where did you just pull that bacon from?
So I basically
I'll pass,
it's kind of like
thanks.
it's kind of like excrement that just kind of comes out. It's like, here you guys go.
You just pull it out of your mouth cheek.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you. I'll wait for some fresh bacon.
It's probably for the best.
And Lara told me we would have our breakfast in their off meeting hall of sorts. So why don't we go on down over there?
Ah, yes. I am
Oh,
quite
dear.
famished. It would be good time.
Oh, Derek,
Yeah.
I was actually going to ask if we could bring them room service. Or do you want everybody to meet at a central location for plot?
Breakfast in bed.
No, I just figured that's where they'd go. So that's fine. You could bring them to them.
Cool. Can I, sorry, I don't want to jump in too many scenes. Can I jump in this scene?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. So about that time, you guys hear a knock on the door.
Hello.
Hello, room service?
Oh, excellent. This is even better than I expected.
Yeah, the Lara,
Xandros will,
Lara sure went above and beyond.
I'm sorry, I can't open the door if my hands are full.
Aegis,
Hey,
get the
just please
door.
get the door.
Like, and then I just go over and open up the door.
Oh, hello. You again. So Basil wanted me to bring room service. I prepared it myself since he doesn't have taste buds and sometimes he doesn't cook the best, but anyway, here you go. And you see it's like some bacon bits and then there's eggs and probably like some hash brown kind of thing. And some like a teapot kind of teapot with some cups and things.
Are you,
if anyone
like-
would want tea? It's
you,
all on
like-
a tray.
Oh, it's on a tray. Are you like handing
Yeah.
me the tray, or are you trying to come in and bring the tray in?
I don't think Zeth really knows what to do. Seeing as how I'm guessing like you're blocking the door, I would probably be more instinctively like just trying to hand it to you.
Okay, yeah. Aegis would accept it and
Yeah.
say, "Oh, you brought me more bacon. Thank you."
You're welcome. He's gonna whisper like, "Should I come in and pour the tea?"
That would be a good idea.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then, before you did that, though, I'd like frisk you a little bit just to make sure that you were, not carrying anything. So I don't know if I need to roll to frisk.
You can sure.
You can roll an
sleight of-
investigation check.
A sleight of
And-
frisk.
And wait, what do you do with the tray?
Well,
I'm holding.
Yeah,
I'll
he's
hold
still
the tray.
holding
Oh,
because
okay.
he has tea on the tray.
Yeah, it's probably like this awkward moment where he like needs
Hands me the
frisk.
tray and then I hand it back.
Yes.
All right, so investigation, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Would that be deception on my part, Derek?
Or sleight of hand, either way. Or
Man, I should not be
Persuasion.
doing any investigation. That's not my forte.
We'll definitely take sleight of hand because that's a little better. Oh, it was almost a 13. That's a 9.
I got a 14.
Oof.
okay, what does he find?
You find a coin pouch containing the last few pennies that Zeth has to his name because his generous heart gave it all away in Sharn. And less conspicuously, there is a katana strapped to his side.
Aegis would try to like just take the katana, like not forcibly, but like, hey, you're coming in here, I'm grabbing this.
As he would like put his hand on your arm, like, I'll just leave it outside.
That'll work.
And he'll undo it and
All while holding
think
the
about
tray.
leaving it out.
Make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Sure. You know what? I've got this. It's gonna be great. It's not gonna crash and burn. A 15.
Wonderful. Yeah, the tray will kind of shift and slide a little bit, but you are able to maintain balance and you don't drop all the bacon or smash a glass.
Nice. I think on second thought, I will hand it over to Aegis, because leaving it outside the room, it would be easier for someone to come and steal it. So I think I would much rather have it in line of sight. Just, second thought, I'll get it back from you.
I think maybe I spoke too soon. This is taking quite a long time.
Yes, although it is impressive to see Aegis step up and have forethought about security.
I suppose.
I do apologize about that, ma'am. Here's your tea. Would that be 1 lump or 2?
1, please.
Just gonna pour her some tea and
Pour
drop a lump
the
of sugar in it.
Aegis is just kind of in the background playing with your katana. Like, this is pretty cool.
Sharp sting, go burr.
Where are you from,
would you
my boy?
would you like some? Oh, from Eberron.
Thought so.
Would you like some, sir?
Yes, I'll take 2.
Oh, 2 cups or 2 lumps?
2 lumps.
Gotcha. Okay.
As Zeth is pouring the tea, I'm going to use my Eldritch Sight to cast Detect Magic and look for any items on them.
Ooh.
I don't think this would require an investigation of any kind. There is noticeably no magic of any kind. Even on the sword, there is no magic detected.
Okay.
Yeah, does it just detect magic? That's it? Straight up magic?
Yeah, it's just I can just cast Detect Magic at will.
Oh, cool.
No celestial, fey, fiend, undead, nothing like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
Detect Magic.
Cool.
I guess Aegis would probably just casually make conversation and say something like, "So, Zeth, you got in later yesterday. Did anybody else come aboard with you?"
Not that I'm aware of. It was only me. I'm just gonna finish pouring the cup of tea and drop a couple lumps into it and hand it to Zendros. Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
If you should need anything else, please just send a note to the kitchen and we'll have it prepared immediately.
Most
Wonderful.
excellent.
Thank you. Our comfort is your highest priority. Or is our highest Your comfort is our highest priority. I will leave the tray with you, and I'm just gonna go.
Right. Aegis will hand Zeth his katana back as he's goes to leave the room.
Thank you, sir. Oh, did you want a cup of tea as well?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. He's gonna hand the katana back to you, and would that be 1 lump or 2?
6, please.
Doesn't matter. He can't taste it anyway.
I didn't want to be rude and not offer.
Just because I'm Warforged doesn't mean I don't have feelings.
Some don't drink for the tea, but for the experience.
I drink to be included.
Social drink, yeah.
6 lumps of sugar.
My apologies.
Again, if you need anything, just send word to the kitchen. Thank you. And he's gonna take the katana and duck out. Go back to the kitchen.
Okay.
And I exit scene, stage left.
As the door closes behind. Yeah,
So I don't think he's a threat.
I don't either.
That, or he's really good at playing the fool.
I mean... Did you say anything?
No, there was no magic items on him.
Well then, I think our first assessment is correct. But never, ever let your guard down. Unless, of course, he, saves your life of something. I don't know. Use your best judgment. But I'm pretty sure he's not a threat. Well. Oh, I almost forgot. Alara told me there would be a launch party tonight. Something
Oh, how lovely.
something like that. I'm not quite sure how much ruckus and revelry there'll be, but maybe we should make an appearance or something.
Yes, the party could use some class.
Yes, I'm sure they will appreciate that. She rolls her eyes. Anyways, let's get back to the study. And she will just throw a book at you. Not at you, but on the bed. And pick up her own. And let's see. Honest John, you find yourself back in the storage area or the armory area. And
where would that?
that is well, I haven't made that deck yet, so I don't know. But it's below deck.
Okay.
You walking around checking things, and your assistant and demolitions and weapons expert Vinny, who is a very old gnome. His ears don't even lift up anymore, and he's just covered in grease and sunspots. Wears an apron, is hunchback, and has a little wrench he uses as a walking stick. Hey, John. I heard that you wanted the cannons clean.
Yes, Miss Alara told me that they hadn't been cleaned in a while, so
What?
I believe we should.
Speak up, I can't hear you.
She said the cannons aren't clean.
Oh. Well, I heard that. Ain't you
Do you
got
have a
any...
guy to do it?
Well, I think he got off 3 cities ago. So no,
Right. Got it.
I could try it.
Don't
But it's-
sprain yourself.
It's been a long time. I don't know if I'll fit in there or could see in there anymore. These eyes ain't what they used to be.
Well, I'd love to do it, but I can't say I'm in the most convenient of circumstances either.
Ain't
Kinda-
you,
Taps his crutch on the floor.
ain't you got any magics?
I'm afraid not.
Well, maybe we'll ask the captain to help us with some gadgets or something.
Right. Right. I'll go talk to him. Try not to sprain yourself while I'm gone. Hate to see you go into an accident.
Okay. He like waves you a little bit and says, "Oh, cramp. That's my back." All right. Are you going to look for the captain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he gonna be like in this little back area here?
No, he is.
Look at that sexy dilf.
He's going to be down in his workshop, I think, right now.
Okay.
He always spends the first kind of day and a half making sure all his new upgrades take okay. So you'll just find him in the workshop. That's the wrong one. Excuse me.
Hold on, Derek. I have the perfect sound for this. Here you go, Derek.
Is he just? She's just there.
Yeah. So
Tinker, right?
he is just like kind of got his head into a machine, is like banging stuff around,
I'm gonna tap lightly on the doorway.
and then cue the sound effect. Lee.
Oh, you should have told me. I would have had it prepared. As you tap lightly on the doorway.
Ah! Ow. Ow. Hey, it's John. What can I do you for?
I hate to be interrupting anything, but Miss Alara had a bit of a complaint with the cannons, and unfortunately, due to our hasty departure, we weren't able to clean them. And of course, Vinny and I are not as physically capable as we used to be, apparently. And I was wondering if you had any accoutrements that could help us on such a matter.
Accoutrements, eh? Well, let's go take a look at my workbench, I guess. And he brings you over to a like perfectly manicured workstation. And it's like, it's the kind where like the tools are drawn out where they go, and they fit perfectly in like a frame that outlines their shape.
Oh, that's cool.
It's wonderful.
I got you. It's OCD man.
Yeah, it's an OCD person's dream of a workbench.
It's lovely. Well, I see that your workshop's just as clean as your ship.
A tight ship, or a clean ship is a tight ship.
Couldn't agree more.
But about this problem, let me see. Well, I have these little homunculi that might be of some assistance. But you could probably also just use one of the deckhands.
Yes, we tried that. Apparently they clocked off or something. Vinny said it was hard to say.
Yeah, well, Vinny. He's getting old. It's probably his last journey. Of course, I say that every time, and he's still around.
Probably outlive us all.
Probably will. Well, yeah, why don't you give these little guys a try? They'll, you just press right here, turn them on, and you could give them a simple command. They can prestidigitate the cannons.
Fascinating. I
Well,
say,
it's
sir, but
actually more like a little laser that they use, and it kind of just zaps off all the dirt.
incredible. I've never seen a captain so intricately a part of his ship before. It's quite impressive, if I might say.
Well, I built most of it myself with my own 2 hands.
Well,
Well,
at
three,
least one of
3
them.
hands. This one's extra. And he raises his right hand. Anyway,
But-
back to work with you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he's like, gotta go check that. As a like up pressure regulator goes, and he just runs off toward it. That don't sound good. Okay.
He just kind of stumbles off.
Wonderful. Okay, anything anyone else wants to do? Oh, and as he runs off, he says, "See you tonight."
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything anyone wants to do before nightfall?
At any point in which Zeth comes onto the deck of the ship, the wind will be unequivocally volatile around him and him only.
I'll tell him when he comes back. He had to run off for a second. All right, alrighty. So the rest of the day proceeds on. Y'all have lunch and as night falls, the preparations for the launch party begin. You see seasoned deckhands and crew members just kind of running around setting up little makeshift tables. They will host the party on the upper deck so that everyone can participate, and that the active on duty crew doesn't have to miss out.
Derek, all I see is blue.
Double D, double die.
It's a water party.
You can't see the
Yay.
ship.
We can't see it's all the map is just blue. There's grid squares, and that is it.
Maybe
We've
it's
been
just the blueprint
capsized.
ship.
I don't think this is what
Oh,
they meant when
I
they
know
said
why.
blueprint.
I know why. Sorry. There.
There it is.
Okay. Here we
Pretty.
go.
That is beautiful.
It's really pretty.
That looks really cool.
It was on the map, the GM layer. My apologies.
The elemental is really bright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my homie.
Zeth, as you come up on the ship deck, on the deck of the ship, the wind around you picks up considerably.
Oh boy.
Oh, hold on. I think I have a spell for this. I'm also going to use prestidigitation to make him wet, but I am going to subtle spell it.
Okay.
air is humid. Walk on the deck for a few seconds and I'm already soaked.
Oh.
Oh. Sorry, I didn't see you there.
Well, if it isn't our little bird. Hope you recovered from your landing the other night.
Mostly. Still a little sore.
Well, you made it. That's all that matters.
Thank you. And thank you for such a fine welcome aboard. I've been meaning to ask you, do you happen to have access to any woodworking tools? I think I got off on a bad start with our piloting friend over there.
Boy, I promise he's sweeter than he sounds.
Meanwhile, Archie is just giving Zeth a death glare from across the boat.
Oh, see, he already likes you. Wooden tools, you say?
Yes. Do you have any tools that might help fix a little ding on the boat that I left that would make me feel a little better?
Well, I might see what I could muster up beneath the deck, or you could ask the captain. He has a lovely array of tools he keeps down there in his little office. I could ask him for you if you want to keep it secret.
Oh, if you don't mind, I'm honestly pretty busy with the kitchen most times, but I'll get to it in my spare time.
Oh, I understand. I'll keep it quiet.
Thank you. Your name was John, correct?
Honest John to me friends.
Oh, thank you, Honest John.
And yours was?
Zeth of Eberron.
Seth. Might I just call you Seth?
Oh, yes. Sorry. I guess as you say, Zeth to me friends.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Seth. If you need anything at all, you just come to Honest John. He'll set you straight.
Oh, thank you, sir. I do appreciate it. Thank you for such a kind welcome aboard. I'm just gonna gently ease past you here now.
Okay.
As you ease past him, you see the oldest gnome you've ever seen. Just like trying to hoist something up over the side of the deck.
Oh, I'm gonna run over and try to help him. Can I help you with that?
What?
Can I help you?
Ah, sure. This back ain't what it used to be.
And what is it that I see him hoisting over?
It's a couple buoys, like attached to rope. And
Okay.
you could, like, they have some mechanisms on top of them. You can kind of tell, but
Gotcha. I'm assuming these are going down in the water.
yeah.
I said I think these are going down in the water. Am I correct?
Well, why else would I be putting it over the side?
Okay. I'm just gonna help him pick these up. How heavy are these things?
They're way too heavy for him. He doesn't even help you, really. Yeah, so you guys successfully hoist it over, and he's like on his tiptoes.
I don't want to be that kind of player, but whenever I rolled up my character, I got a 7 in my strength. So do I need to roll an athletics for this?
Yeah, give me
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, athletics.
Yay! Okay, 14. Not too bad.
Okay, yeah, that'll do it.
I was gonna say, like, I may not be much stronger than he is.
Yeah. No, you successfully put it over to the side. And they kind of start to float out, and then they start to line up like they have propellers on them, and they're maintaining a certain distance and speed with the boat along the side. And then he also releases some flying ones, and they have targets on them. The ones in the water are just like the stem shoots up and it's got a target on it. Let me see here. So elsewhere on the deck, people are running around getting some other stuff ready, setting up. They set up a table for drinks. They set up some tables with one with like 2 chairs, one with a couple more to be gaming tables. And set up this one. They bring some cages up from below deck and kind of set out a track. Excuse me.
We lost Genku.
No, I just thought I was changing the right page, but I did not. Anyways, one of the crew members pulls out a lute and starts playing. And essentially the party begins.
I think Zeth would go over and pull out a lute as well and see if he could join in the music making.
Yes. Okay, roll a performance check for me.
Ah, that's a 7.
Okay. 1 second.
Sonny covers his ears because the pain is so irritable.
Sonny, the night crewman trade shifts with you, so you don't have to stay in the crow's nest.
Thank goodness, because that music is so terrible. Good luck, sir.
I think Zeth is gonna realize how bad he's playing and just stop and try to retune his instrument.
Archie yells boo from the background.
Yeah, you totally throw off the player, and as soon as you stop playing, they like get a lot better. And they're like, okay, I'll give you a try, but don't throw me off this time.
Yeah. I'll join you. I'll join you next time. I need to take a look at this. There's something weird with this instrument.
Okay.
You're doing a great job. And I fish in my pocket and take out a silver piece.
Keep your coins. Keep your coins.
I'm just gonna lay it on the deck next to him.
I said keep your coins.
You're gonna take the coin and put it in my pocket.
Newbies. Just keeps playing. About this time, Alara kind of puts herself up in an elevated position. All right, ladies and gents, we're about to start our official launch party. As per tradition here on the Iron Serpent, every time we go on a new voyage, we're going to do a new launch party. So grab a friend, grab a game, grab a ale, or water, whatever. And let's all have a good time.
I'm gonna step up next to Honest John. Sounds like we need partners for this game. Would you be down to join me in whatever it is that we're doing?
I would love to, lad. By the way, I
thank
quite
you.
like the song that you were playing earlier.
Oh, you're too kind. Truly.
It was a nice rendition.
I will take that as a compliment.
Out of character, but do you still have that guitar?
I actually do. It's a lute.
A lute?
It's a lute. A pirate's greatest friend is the lute.
Sailors.
I thought we weren't pirates.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Oh, you call him a pirate? You
We
ass.
haven't. We haven't had that arc yet. I'll hand it over for you to inspect if you're
Yeah.
looking at it.
Yeah, I'll
it's-
look at it.
You can tell it's like an elvish make.
Ooh. Let me see here. Oh, well kept. Fine tuning. Mind if I pluck a few strings on?
Oh, absolutely. I would be honored.
Derek, do I need to roll a performance?
Are you trying to perform, or are you trying to fool around?
Perform.
Okay, then yes.
Like I
I
just want
hope
to
he
play.
nails it.
Me too. Yeah, I would be honored if her night ended a lot better than it would have earlier.
Let's see.
On a high note, if you would.
How does a 13 do?
Are you a player, or are you just now learning?
I've learned I learned it. I
Okay,
haven't played one in a while, but I've learned it.
gotcha. So, 13.
I
It's
dab.
yeah. You can tell that it's a dabble skill, but you do fairly well, and you definitely impress young Zeth.
Okay.
Play Wonderwall.
Well, my hand's a little rusty.
He casts Wonderwall. The Wall of Wonder.
You didn't get
Is that a
it.
third level
One
spell?
of his hands is metal.
I'm missing a hand.
Oh.
Sonny's asking around, where's this beverage of ale? I would like to try some, because I've never heard of such a thing before.
You see a dwarf that had just come up deck from below deck. Stout, braided black beard, and he has an eye patch. And he has a flask, and he's like, my flask's empty. Time to go fill up. And he trudges his way over to the...
And I follow him.
Yep, to the beverage table. Okay, so we have games for y'all to play. By we, I mean me. So we have I have a selection of card games to be played with dice and or dice gambling games. Then we have the tallest tale, a arm wrestling competition, sharpshooting, a dragon race.
I'm definitely down for the dragon race.
I like the gambling.
And you can do a drinking contest if you want as well.
Sonny has never drank before. That sounds fun.
So if you want to, Derek, just pick a game and see who wants to be involved in that one. And then move on to the next game after that.
Okay. We'll go ahead and start with the... anyone want to do the tallest tale?
I would like that one.
Okay, I'll read it so everyone's aware. You will tell a story to the crowd about really about anything you want. Great deeds of old, history, gods and wonders, magic and mystery, something you totally made up on the spot. Things of that nature. You will be required to tell the story, so.
Yes, I would like to be involved in that one.
Okay. So we got Zeth and John. Any other takers?
Zindros, you this is all out of character. You mentioned that you're big into stories where you're from. Is this something that you as a player want to get in on? You don't have to if you're not comfortable telling a story.
I'm currently trying to be fashionably late.
Oh,
that's right.
Okay. Okay. Well, you'll appear in the middle of one of these then, and then you may join if you so wish. Okay. Just do a rollies to see who goes first, or you could just decide. I don't really care.
How about we flip a coin?
That sounds awesome.
Head tails.
Let's see. Is there a way to do a 1d1?
I think Zach has an actual coin.
Yeah.
1 to 3, 4 to
Okay.
6.
You know what? Since you're a tiefling with a tail, I'll take heads and you can have tails.
That's funny. You're funny.
I try.
I got, if I can take it out of my thigh, hold on. I got tails.
All right. John goes first.
All right.
All right, so set up at the front of the deck on the bow. On the bow, there's like a little platform where you can stand, and then so a couple little chairs set up.
Okay. I just start?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
All right. Do it. Let's see. Start. Got to start. Ooh, I know just the perfect one. There be dark tales on the many oceans, but one that ranks the most fear into sailors is the creatures that lurk beneath the oceans when time's dark.
Archie is going to let the wind howl just a little bit to help John out here.
Ooh.
I was on a ship known as the HMS Dirgery. was quiet. Moon shined in us. Sails were still to the ocean. Behind me were two shipmates known as Sharpie and Gruff. We had a couple of drinks that night. Everything was calm and quiet. There was a trickle behind me. As soon as... Sorry. Where'd the wind go?
You said it was quiet.
Oh, I like the wind.
Okay, fine. I was going to pick it up when it was windy or not quiet.
And the wind came back.
Okay.
Stronger than ever. It wasn't quiet anymore. Out of the dark ocean, I saw a lump slither across the bow. The two shipmates were laughing and drinking. Nothing were wrong, but I knew that there was something bad beneath the water. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw something slither across the board. Out of nowhere, Scruff got his leg tangled between it, and he was off the bow in a matter of seconds. Sharpie looked befuddled, still drunk as a lark. Couldn't make any sudden movements other than a slight cough and wide eyes. Before I could get a word out to him, he too was taken. Then, out of nowhere, I saw one dark, slippery tentacle wrap around me leg. Right before it yanked me across the bow, I grabbed onto the nearest thing, holding on for dear life. Luckily, I had my blade on me, and I cut the tentacle off before it took me leg off. But that night, I wondered exactly what that creature was. To this day, I still haven't found it. That's it.
The wind stops.
Seth claps.
Yay.
A mighty fine story. Very bone-chilling, and I don't think it was just because of the wind. And he's gonna whisper, between you and me, is that truly how you...
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's another story.
Oh.
Also, I made those two up. Nobody died. Good luck.
Well, I'll keep that between the two of us. Wouldn't want to ruin the tale for the rest of the crew. Mighty fine job.
Good luck out there.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
thank you.
you could tell from the crowd, people were on the edge of their seats, and some maybe wanted a little bit more to the story, but you definitely were a crowd pleaser.
Yay. Thank you.
For this one, Zeth is actually going to pull out his lute, and he's going to lean back against the railing and begin to strum.
Okay.
The tale that I tell you is a true one. Or at least so I've been told. Do you have a more dramatic one?
Mm-mm. Wait, maybe.
Okay, it's fine.
Light looting.
Deep in the heart of Drome, within the watching wood, Tiana the Great, the champion of the Silver Flame, searched. Her and her party were there trying to rescue an ancient friend of theirs, the druid whose name I completely forgot.
Kadash!
Oh, good heaven.
But while They fought off bugs of enormous size, slimes that could melt the metal off of a warforge's face. And along the way, one of their companions fell. But Tiana did not give up. She marched ever onward, and eventually came to a lake in the heart of a forest. All of a sudden, the water began to churn. Storm clouds began to form overhead. And emerging from the lake, not one, not two, not three, but 5 maws. The Hydra.
Ooh.
The battle was fierce. And it didn't look like the heroes would win. But Tiana was not to be bested by such a mere monstrosity.
For real.
She whipped out her dual axes, set them ablaze with flaming fury, and with a few fell swoops, she lopped off the head of every Hydra neck, and it fell to the sea, to the lake, never to rise again. It's said that night that the creature that tried to eat her, she ate instead. The champion of the Silver Flame!
Jesus.
And Zeth ends in a dramatic strum.
All right. Very well done. Went a little Scottish, but still good.
Please.
It had to be true to its native accent that it was told to me in.
You just retell it the same way you heard it.
Yes. Gotta keep the culture true.
Wonderful. Zendros. Your
He's fashionably
your
late.
fashionable entrance, sir.
Ah, what revelry is storytelling.
Please bust out in a tale.
Would you like to hear a story from me?
You see this random guy nodding enthusiastically from the prow of the ship.
This is the story of Captain Edrin Halvorsen. Captain Edrin was a seasoned navigator from the bustling port city of Stormreach. Born to a family of explorers, Edrin had always been fascinated by the mysteries of the open sea. His ship, the Sea Wyvern, was a sleek vessel equipped with the latest arcane technology, including a bound air elemental to aid in navigation and speed. Edrin's adventures had taken him to the corners of the known world, but his greatest desire was to chart the Thunder Sea. The Thunder Sea, it was said that beyond its tumultuous waves lay the Isles of Dread, an island shrouded in mystery and protected by powerful magic. Determined to uncover the secrets of the Isle of Dread, Captain Edrin assembled a crew, skilled sailors, mages, and scholars. Among them was Professor Valtor, an Andrean arcanist with an interest in ancient relics, and Kayla, a shifter druid with a deep connection to the natural world. Together, they set sail from Stormreach, headed into the unknown. For weeks, the Sea Wyvern sailed through calm waters, guided by the bound air elemental and Kayla's keen instincts. But as they approached the Thunder Sea, the skies darkened and the air grew heavy with the scent of ozone. The storms came swiftly, battering the ship with relentless fury. The crew struggled to keep the vessel on course, using every ounce of their skill and magic. One night, as the tempest raged, a strange fog rolled in, enveloping the ship in a thick, magical mist. The fog seemed to distort reality, and even the ship's arcane instruments became unreliable. Eberron tried to navigate by the stars, but they appeared twisted and unfamiliar. It was as if the sea wyvern had sailed into another realm entirely. When the fog lifted, the crew found themselves in calm waters, facing an unfamiliar island. The island was lush and green, with towering cliffs and dense jungle. At its heart stood an ancient ziggurat, partially covered in vines and glowing with a faint, eerie light. Eberron, ever the explorer, ordered the crew to make landfall. As they ventured onto the island, they discovered strange flora and fauna, unlike anything they had ever seen. The air was thick with the hum of magic, and the island seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. The crew made their way to the ziggurat, where they found an entrance leading deep underground. Inside they discovered a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers, filled with ancient relics and murals depicting a long-lost civilization. As they delved deeper, they encountered strange creatures, guardians of the ancient site. Some were constructs animated by powerful enchantments, while others were more monstrous. Perhaps the remnants of magical experiments gone awry. The crew fought bravely, using their combined skills to overcome the challenges before them. In the deepest chamber of the ziggurat, they found a massive stone door covered in intricate runes. Eberron, confident in his ability to decipher ancient languages, began to work on the puzzle. As he activated the final rune, the door opened, revealing a room filled with blinding light. Inside, they found a crystal obelisk, humming with arcane energy. As Eberron approached, the obelisk reacted, resonating with the magical items on his person. The room began to shake, and a voice filled his mind, warning him of the dangers of tampering with the island's ancient magic. Before Eberron could react, the obelisk's light enveloped him, and when the light faded, the crew found themselves back on the sea wyvern, adrift in the middle of the Thunder Sea. The island had vanished, as if it had never existed. Captain Eberron was gone, leaving only a faint echo of his presence. The remaining crew, stunned and shaken, managed to navigate back to Stormreach. They told their tale to authorities and scholars who were skeptical. The magical fog that had surrounded the ship seemed to have transported them to another plane of reality, possibly tied to the mysterious island. Captain Eberron was declared lost at sea, his fate a mystery. Some believe he was taken by the island's magic, perhaps trapped in another dimension, or had transformed into something beyond human understanding. Others speculate that he became a part of the island's ancient guardians, forever watching over the secrets of the Isle of Dread. The Sea Wyvern was eventually sold, its new captain and crew whispering tales of the lost island and the obelisk. As for the island itself, it was never seen again, disappeared from the charts and memory as if it were a dream.
Death enthusiastically claps along with the crowd.
Mad props.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Very good.
All I kept thinking of was how well you were maintaining your accent the whole time.
Did I actually do good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Actually, German. I mean, what the hell?
I think we know who won that one, though.
Oh yeah, that's a question.
And I'll have all three of you roll a performance check.
Ooh. Okay.
Unless we'd rather vote as a
Solid.
cast.
I like voting personally, but I mean, I'm game for whatever.
There's an 8 now.
If we do a roll, since Archie helped, would that give Zach the help action and give him advantage?
Yes, technically.
Hold on.
I got a dirty 20 on mine.
Mm-hmm.
You roll with it.
Like he said, vote. Does anyone else want to vote?
I'm cool with voting.
I'll
Okay,
go with
that was
voting.
Currently, Zeth won, but go ahead and cast your
No.
votes. 1 for John, 2 for Zeth, 3 for Zendros.
Just type it in the chat, guys.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay. Voted for yourself. You can't vote for
Checks out.
yourself.
He's in character. He's in character.
Honest John, who do you vote for?
You just put it in the chat.
Oh, I meant in the game chat.
Oh, whoops. Zandros.
It looks like he won. So far, the only person that's voted for anyone different would be Archie. Archie voted for John. Everyone else has voted for Zendrick. Zendros.
Sandra. Oh, I spelled the name wrong. Whoops.
Derek, you don't get to vote.
I got to spell with an X, not a Z.
Let's ask Kenku to vote.
I don't think it can.
Let's ask Chat GPT.
Okay, so they do a like crowd cheering situation where they're like one of the crew members a tall slender elf with long silver hair says, well, these were mighty fine stories. Now we will put it to a vote. And he'll like put his hand over John, and then some people clap, and then over Zeth, and a couple of people clap, and then over Zendros, and like most of the deck claps. I think we have our winner.
He gives a cordial bow.
Good job, son. He just gives you a pat on the back, and that's all you get. No, I'm kidding.
Derek.
Huh?
I'm gonna go say hey to Zendros. So sorry. I'm gonna say hey to him. But on that elf, you said that was an elf, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Roughly, would I happen to know what ethnicity? By just glancing at him.
He doesn't look like anyone from your island.
Gotcha. Okay. All good. Gonna walk up to Zandros. Mighty fine story. That's one that I'll be adding to my arsenal, if you don't mind.
Yes, it is a story I heard from my father.
Oh. Was your father on the boat?
No.
Oh. Well,
My father is a master storyteller.
Oh. I should love to meet him one day.
If you are lucky.
I dabble in stories as well. Anyway, I just wanted to congratulate you and also thank you for sharing such an amazing tale.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna eye Aegis, who's probably eyeing me. I'm gonna go see what the legal drinking age is on the ship. Thank you. Make an excuse and walk away.
Okay. We have either drinking contest or arm wrestling or sharpshooting. Which would you like to do next?
Archie would love to participate in the drinking contest.
I would also.
So would Sunny.
Okay.
Can we get the
would it be
Warforged
unfair if a
on this?
Warforged partook?
I believe it would.
Technically, yes.
But I mean, the memes.
Anybody cast confusion on him?
I'll skip. I'll do the strength contest though next.
Okay.
I think you had Atlas roll for drinking once.
Did I? Oh yeah, but it was
Yeah,
it was
didn't-
that Kraken poison.
I was gonna
Remember?
say that was like super nutty.
It was Medusa's
Okay.
brew. It was
Oh, yeah.
like it was like melt your insides kind of drink.
For everyone not present for the last campaign, he drank a drink that was effectively the "you're going to die if you drink this drink," and asked for another.
No one could tell I was a Warforged, though.
Yeah, it was
I had-
pretty funny. He was disguised.
It was a lot of fun. I think there were times where I would like regurgitate it and use it as a distraction.
You did.
Archie is going to put his hand on the helm, and you've got this, Crest. I think I'm going to participate for once.
You just get like a wave of calm back from him. Okay, so they've set up. They got a table for y'all. OR is in charge of this one. All right, gents. Next up is our bottomless barrel. Who would like to participate?
Derek.
Huh?
Seeing Alara, Derek's gonna try. Or Derek. Zeth is gonna try to impress her and is probably gonna join in on this one.
Okay. All right. Looks like we got 4. And then a random crew member will join you as well. 5 participants. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Bays will
I'm gonna
get them
lean
their
over to
drinks.
Honest John. Honest John, what's the legal drinking age on this ship?
How old are you?
How old is the legal drinking age?
I asked. Low, very low.
I be only 20.
Old enough to sail, old enough for ale.
And 20 it is. She's saying old enough to sail, old enough for ale. That's funny.
Sonny overhears that. He's like, well, I'm only 15.
Zeth looks at him in utter bewilderment.
Okay. She goes. Alrighty. On your mark, get set, drink. And I will need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'll rolling on the tabletop, right?
Yeah, please.
Derek, I'm going to ask this, and I feel like it's within character to ask this. Zeth has never drank before in his life, so I'll roll this at disadvantage if that's cool with you.
Sonny nudges you now, like, I have never had a drink before either.
It's fine.
How does a 17?
Cat. 17's good.
Even at disadvantage, I got 16.
Okay.
Were those seagulls?
No, so let's see. Wait, you got 17, Zach?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it
Got a
showing
10.
custom roll?
At a 10 plus my Constitution, and then plus
Zach,
my
did you
save.
click on the con button on your sheet?
No.
Okay.
Real quick, Zach, if you would please bring your gaze to my stream. You see there how there's the red B on all
I
the
guess
stuff I
need
can
to
roll?
make one as well. Yeah, this one's fine.
Yeah.
If you click that, it'll send it to the tabletop.
Ooh, okay.
Archie.
Okie dokie. All right, so
Also, Derek, do notify me if I fail a save. I do have the ability to reroll a fail.
okay. The only person that failed to save this round is Sunny. So, Sunny, you finish last. Actually, 7. Yeah, you can't get through the whole tankard.
I start stumbling around and be like, whew, I feel weird.
Honestly, I think it'd be more of a you don't like the flavor situation since it's your first drink. You can just like spit it back out or something.
Maybe I'm just very susceptible to alcohol.
Yeah.
Catch me Googling, do turtles have a high alcohol tolerance?
Well, it doesn't matter if the dice says they don't. So,
At least this one doesn't.
they will should be like, oh, looks like our what do they call the guy in the crow's nest?
Look out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but it didn't sound right. Lee,
The crow.
is there a specific crow's nest person term?
It depends on the ship and the culture and the time.
Okay, look out it is.
Barrelman.
Yeah.
The watchy looker.
I guess
The lookout, the watchstander, it really does depend. The mastman, I believe, was used by the British for a long time, and I could be wrong on that. Someone feel free to fact check me.
Quick Google says barrelman is a one term.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I like barrelman. Well, I guess our barrelman is not cut out for alcohol. On to the next round. And drink. So, con saves again, please. For the remaining 3.
Let's go. Let's go. Nat 20.
I'm gonna roll this one straight.
Nice. Yeah, go ahead.
Oof. That did not go so well.
Ooh. Your random contestant got a 2. Well, a 5.
Ooh, womp womp.
Ugh,
Wow.
that's 2 out.
Man's kidney's not going to recover.
Yeah, so
His kidney killed itself.
he doesn't quite finish. Slams it down, looks up, and then falls backwards.
Oh.
And another one can't make the cut.
Lightweight.
So is it whoever rolls the lowest is knocked out of the round? Or is it below a certain DC?
Well, technically, it does have. Yeah, it's whoever's the low or passes out first or.
Gotcha. I got a 6 on that one.
Yeah, that guy vomited, for sure. You got a 6.
I got a 6.
Okay, 14. You're safe from vomiting. Yeah. Rules I have say you would be out from a failed con.
Okay.
So how would you like to end your run? Round 2 would be 2 drinks, which is why the DC is higher.
Ooh. He would make it through the first one, and then would go for the second one and start to try to wash it down, and then would try to come back up, and he would try to wash it down again and set it down and just run over to the side of the ship and do unspeakable things that shall not be repeated.
2 down, 2 to go. Alrighty, let's get you filled back up. With your 3 drinks on round 3. Drink! And constitutions from both of you. Ooh. And we're meted. We're still in the Oh. Okay, how do you guys do this? You're staying in this round, but you're both in the round.
Archie just slams it back. I always knew you had it in you, John. Come on, one more.
I can fit more in me too. Oh God, wait, no.
And on that note, guess he is pretty honest. Moving on. Round 4. Drink.
Think that one through.
John.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Due to the embarrassment of your previous statement, you barely make it through the first cup before it all comes back up.
Oh no. That's
So
funny.
you head over to the
Anyway.
side and could in fact not fit anymore in you. It looks like we have a winner. Archie.
Archie gets up and runs over and high fives a mast.
Alara thought you were coming to her and her hands up too. She's like, I should have known.
Oh, sorry, and I'll give her a high five.
Okay. Oh yeah, you probably can't hear if I try to sound effect it. And she just says to you, glad to see you're participating. It's only taken you about 3 years, but progress.
You have to join the festivities eventually.
Very true. I'll find something to beat you in later.
Fat chance.
You're Han.
I'm sorry, what was that? I didn't quite hear you.
I said you're on.
I thought you said he's Han.
That's what I heard.
You're Han.
I assumed I heard wrong.
After Frozen, that's the worst insult you can give anyone.
I don't think it's the worst, but it's not a great one. Anyways, all right, strong arm.
Can I roleplay a scene real quick with
Yeah.
Honest John? As we're both leaning over the side of the ship, Zeth's just gonna. Sorry, I think I got a little something on one of the cannons down there. May have to be cleaned again.
You might have to be the one doing it.
That's fair. I think I've learned a valuable lesson tonight.
What's that, lad?
Don't try to impress a girl in a drinking contest.
We all learn sometime, lad. We all learn sometime.
Okay. If you don't mind, there's a lot of rocking right now. That's all I have for the scene.
Okay. All right. Anyone taking on Aegis?
Sonny walks over. I'll give it a try.
Wild shape. Wild shape.
Oh, I forgot he's a druid. That would be fun.
What animal is going to arm wrestle someone?
A bear? A
Turtle
gorilla?
bear.
A gorilla.
Dude, gorilla. Oh my goodness.
But
I don't think.
you'd have to look up their stat block, and I don't know if your strength is more.
A bigger turtle.
Ninja turtle.
I guess, yeah, I'll wild shape into an ape.
Okay.
Aegis, if he's doing that, take this. He's going to actually take off the talisman he wears and put it on you. When you fail an ability check, you can roll a d4 and potentially, after you fail, and potentially turn it into a success.
Ooh. Thank you.
Up to 3 times.
3 times per long rest type thing, I take it? Never have I ever arm wrestled an ape.
Well, there's a first time for everything.
Okay, both of you just go ahead and make contested strength checks for me.
And that's just the +3, similar to the Constitution, or the whatever the plus is.
Yeah, you can just do. Oh, sorry, that's going to be athletics, an athletics check.
Oh, okay.
I always forget they're not the same thing. My apologies.
I don't know why mine only goes to you, but
Got a net 20.
I'm pretty sure I got a nat 20 too.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so, you both sit down, clasp hands, and that dwarf from earlier is manning the station. He says, "All right, good clean game from both of yous." And start. And on the first bit, Aegis is able to bring Sunny's hand a little closer to the table. Go ahead and roll again.
Oof, that's not good.
Ooh, Sunny brings it back to center. Oh, unless you want to do your reroll.
Yeah, I can add the D4 to it. It was just a D4, right?
Yeah. It's just adding a d4.
I mean, you're not gonna get more than 18
just
off a D4.
Right, yeah.
Okay, Sunny brings your arm back up to center. Roll again. Ooh, Sunny brings it a notch towards his side of the table.
Is anyone seeing Sunny's rolls?
No, it's got him whispered somehow.
Yeah, so I'm using the ape stat block, and that
I got you. That's fine.
It
As
just
long as
automatically
Derek-
goes to Derek.
That's fine, as long as Derek can see it.
Yeah, I can see him.
That's cool.
He got a 19. To the 10. All right, roll again. See if Aegis can bring it back. Oh, and he does. We're back up to center.
Oh man.
And again.
You are mighty strong.
Ooh. He just has him he has him back towards the table.
Who's back toward the table?
Sunny. And again, Aegis.
Oh, one more roll.
Yep. Oh. Aegis can't seem to get the final pin in. One more roll.
The ape is strong.
I feel the burn in the bicep.
Oh, we're back to center. This is really heating up, folks. Roll again. Oh, 2 23s in a row. And a 10. Now we're back towards Sunny pinning Aegis. Roll again.
Zeth is gonna recover from his
back to
moment
center.
of seasickness. And he's
Roll
gonna go over
again.
and take out his lute and start strumming something dramatic.
Oh, Sonny pushes him back down towards his side of the table. Go again. Oh, we're back to center. Roll again. Oh. Aegis edges out just a little more and pulls him towards the table. Roll again.
We're edging now.
Nat 20.
And with that, Aegis successfully pins him his hand to the table. Aye, the winner. This guy.
Aegis will just kind of like eye down the ape or eye up the ape, depending on how tall he is, and just kind of like shake his hand and just kind of give him like a nod of approval.
You were a very good opponent there, sir. Good luck in the next round.
Absolutely, you had me worried.
You can't see it, but I'm sweating through all this fur.
I don't sweat, but if I could, I would.
It's funny.
Then Sonny walks off to go drink more ale.
Xando swiftly recovers his talisman.
I'll of course give it back to you. Appreciate it. Didn't help, but appreciate it. This is a side note, but I'm really curious what that ape stat block is.
It was a +5 to your +6, so y'all were really close.
Yeah.
Nice. Mighty fine game there. Did I catch your name earlier?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
I'm Sonny. And you are?
Zeth of Eberron.
Nice to meet you, Seth. What are you doing on this ship?
Oh, just passage to Zendrick.
Nice. Me as well. What you going to Zendrick for?
Oh, I'm searching for something. Or someone. I'm still not quite sure yet.
You're not sure if you're searching for someone or something?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I was told that I needed to go to Zendrick, so I'm trying to follow that feeling.
I gotcha. I also have business in Zendrick, but just checking up on things, make sure things are in order was all.
Oh, I've in order?
Just checking some integrities of some locations.
I've never seen anyone change forms like that before. That was very impressive.
Yep. I was trained in the art of druid skills since I was a young lad, following kind of the footsteps of my father.
And you said you're only 15? How long have you been on the road?
That's a day or two.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm pretty
It was
new at this.
It's a couple weeks. Couple weeks.
Couple weeks. I'm fairly new at this still.
I believe we're both in the same boat. Pun intended.
I giggle.
My mother always said to always intend your puns, otherwise you're weak.
Your mother sounds like a wise person.
Thank you.
Well, if you ever need any help in Zendrith, please don't hesitate to ask. You know, I don't mind company.
Thank you. I may actually take you up on that one. Oh, I believe they're... Go ahead.
Otherwise, I'm going to go help myself to some more of that delicious ale.
Yes, I think they're trying to set up for another game now.
Those of you with passive perception of over 14 noticed that alongside the bard who has actually stopped playing, there was a little box with a like round mesh on it producing noise. And it suddenly shifts.
I'm definitely going to go check that out. You said by the bard? Where be the bard?
Did you say over 14?
No, I'd say just over 10.
Oh, I thought you said over 14.
Okay, now I can kind of hear it. I had this thing turned down so low I couldn't even hear it. Oh, jeez.
Zet's going to go over to it. What does this look like?
That's not important, but this is. Good evening, citizens of Sean, and those who are tuning in from the high seas. This is The Voice of Sean, bringing you the latest updates from across Eberron. I'm your host, Alistair Fairwind, and tonight I have some intriguing news for you. First, our weather report. We've received reports of unusual storms brewing off the coast of Kabar. These storms are uncharacteristically fierce. That's a hard word. For this time of year, so all sailors and travelers are advised to exercise caution. Could this be the work of rogue elemental forces or something more sinister? Stay tuned as we investigate further. Next, on the international news, unrest has been reported in Zendrick. Our sources indicate RNL war bands have been spotted near the jungle, causing much concern among local explorers and settlers. What could have sparked the sudden movement of elven forces? Experts suggest it might be linked to the ancient disputes over powerful artifacts rumored to be hidden deep within Zendrick's treacherous terrain. In political news, the Lehazar principles are abuzz with activity. Rumors are swirling about and secret meetings between prominent pirate lords, possibly hinting at new alliances and conflict on the horizon. The exact nature of these discussions remains a mystery, but rest assured, we'll all keep you informed as the story unfolds. That's all for tonight's broadcast, folks. Remember, stay safe, stay informed, and as always, keep your ears tuned to the voice of Sean. Until next time, this is Alistair Fairwind, signing off.
Eric, that was awesome. And can we please end this episode on that and pick up
Sure.
on the next one? That would be a great cliffhanger.
Okay. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for joining us on our adventure. We hope you had as much fun as we did. Please drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell for the next session as we continue Lost Horizons, the Seas of Redemption campaign.